Is this my hoodie? It is my hoodie and shot. Boys, I know this is a weird angle. You've never seen my floor before. We're on the floor. And I'm sure you can guess why we're on the floor. That is because today I will be doing push ups until I get one singular viewer, at which point stream will immediately end. Well, technically. So let's break it down a little bit more. There is 2 rules to this. The first one is that stream ends when I get 1 viewer. And the second one is that's technically not true. Stream ends when I get 1 viewer that writes 1 comment. I know, it's weird, but I thought that was the best way to go about it. So I will be streaming until I get 1 viewer and they write 1 comment. But that would be a little too easy. You know what I mean? If somebody shows up, they might just write something. Or I might say, hey, and then they might be like, oh, hey. So I can't speak to them. In fact, I can't do anything other than do push ups for this entire stream. No matter how long it goes on, I will sit here and do push ups over and over and over and over again, keeping track throughout the entire stream and determining how many push ups we did. There's really nothing else to it. So with that, let's do our first set of push-ups. This is you guys, by the way. You guys are the microphone. I know I'm looking at you, but technically, to me, you're this. You are this ball. You're gonna sit here and watch me. All 0 of you gonna sit here and watch me. Let us begin. I'd say tell me if my form's bad and I'll correct it, but well, you know, there's a pretty big problem with that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, there's our first set. 25 push-ups, nice, light, easy, quick little warm-up, except it felt awful. So I made one grave mistake in the deciding to do this today. And that is that today was my chest day. So I just got done from going to the gym and benching 225 and doing shoulders. You guys won't believe it. I did a strong, masculine, 16-pound little rear, or what is this one even called? You know, the one where you grab the weight and you. That was it. I did that one. 15 pounds, I know. Real gym goers would know. It was the cable one. Jesus, if you're thinking like a dumbbell one, that would be so bad. But yeah, I'm already a little tired. I haven't done push-ups in a while. I feel out of shape. This is embarrassing. We'll continue going in sets of 25, and I'm hoping that stream won't go over an hour because I really don't want to do that many push-ups. Oh my gosh. This is so embarrassing, dude. Okay. Well, I don't want to sit here and waste too much time in between sets, so let's get the second set going. Place you down. You guys stand right there. Good boy. Good girl. All right. Set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, Jesus. Okay. We are only 50 push-ups deep, and I'm already in hell. I know, I'm out of shape. I'm fat. I'm fat maxing, I know. Okay, so let's talk about where I came up with the idea to do this. Ludwig is constantly doing what is it? Gaming challenges because he's the god gamer. I don't have that though, because well, as you can tell, you're on a laptop. And if I tried to run Peak, I think it would explode. So instead, I have to do pretty much all these boring things like challenges and reactions, but I thought I could put a little spin on it, and the only thing I could think of was, hey, what if we Mr. Beastified it and I just did push-ups over and over and over and over and over until I get one viewer? Of course, Mr. Beast would have to be like, oh, I'm doing push-ups until I get 300 million concurrent viewers. We don't have that. We don't get that. I severely overestimated myself going into this. I was thinking, oh, I'll do this stream. I think it'll be a quick stream, 30, 40 minutes tops. Maybe I'll blast out 150 push-ups, but I'm 50 push-ups in, my shoulders hurt, my chest hurts, and I'm regretting ever deciding to go to the gym today, knowing I was going to do this later tonight. Jesus. All right, I don't want to stall, so let's get into that third set. Now, I don't know if I'm pacing myself poorly. Oh my gosh, I'm pacing myself poorly. There's not really a good way to judge the pace because, I'm blasting out 25 push-ups over and over again. And no matter how many times I blast out these push-ups, it doesn't really change anything because I don't have a set time when it ends. I'm just doing it until I get one viewer. And that could just never happen because YouTube is fickle. And no matter how badly you want that one viewer, they might just never come. So I don't know if I'm gonna set like a certain amount of time that we're gonna just go for, and if I don't get one viewer by then, I just give up. But it would feel wrong to give up, I set out to do it, and I think that the only way I can properly do it is by just actually committing and getting it done. Oh, okay. But geez. Oh, I just cracked my finger somehow. Oh, I'm a little sore. And I'm tired, and I don't know why I decided this had to be done today. I could have done squats, I could have done anything, but I told myself, I said, I'm gonna do push-ups. Because that's what the big, strong, manly men do on TikTok, and it's how they get all the viewers. And then I remembered, oh, I'm not cut out for this, actually. I am severely out of shape. I don't work out nearly as much as I should. So let me tell you guys about this, just because, we're gonna get a little personal. You guys are stuck here with me all 0 of you are stuck with me here until someone shows up, at which point I then leave. Oh, they're gonna be that feels so mean. They're gonna show up and I'm just gonna be like, yes, Timmy Tooth Nickel, heck yeah. And I'm just gonna end my stream and they're gonna be like, what just happened? What the heck just happened, bro? I just tuned into this guy's stream and he's gone already. Or alternatively, I sleep with this stream going because no one ever came, which it's possible. I could see myself doing it. I struggle to sleep normally though, so I'll be tossing and turning and everyone will get to watch it. We're still zero viewers strong, and I have to start my 4th set. You guys stay right there. Oh my gosh, my arms are already struggling to carry me. Oh my god. My arms already are just giving up on carrying me. I can tell I just tried to push myself up and it felt sore. I'm gonna have a crazy pump by the end of this, or I'm just not gonna have working arms by the end of this. It's one or the other. There is no in between. Wow. Okay. Let's talk again. So, there's another reason that I'm actually doing this. I have to stay in shape because I am applying to Fire Academy, and they have a PAT test, which basically you do a lot of exercises and they determine like how in shape you are and all that. And you have to complete it pretty promptly. I think the best time that someone got on the last PAT test was a 3:13. And I got a 5:30 because I'm so out of shape when it comes to like running long. I can run fast, but long distance I can't do it. Ugh, ugh, ugh. And well, as you can see, I'm here wasting my time because I have nothing better to do because I didn't get into the academy. So I want to get in better shape for the academy, and this felt like a good double way to go about it. Get in shape, get a stream in. Regret ever deciding to do this with my life. So Markiplier, I know it's crazy. Why am I bringing up Markiplier? I don't know if you guys ever saw it. He did a challenge where he did 100,000 steps in one day, and I found that really impressive because, I mean, it's a lot of steps. I tried to do it once. I had a step challenge. It was like, how many steps can you do? And I was a swimmer at the time, so I was like, I can do a bunch of steps. That's easy. And I thought that there would be like a leaderboard, so I wanted to get the most steps. So daily, I was racking in trying to get the 100,000 steps, or just trying to get a ton of steps because I wanted to win the challenge. And I got 88,000 steps in one day before I quit. And I never tried that again because it was awful. And I think the worst part of all of it is finally, by the end of the challenge, I'm thinking, oh, I won that. There is no universe a single human on this planet decided they wanted to do that many steps. There was nothing. There was no leaderboard. There was no reward. We each got the same Blue Dolphins Steps shirt challenge. Steps challenge shirt. That's how you say that. And I sat there for a moment and I thought to myself, I did maybe 300,000 steps over this week-long challenge, and I'm getting put into the same box as people that might have logged 10,000 a day. Why did I do this to myself? So as you can tell, I don't make the best decisions, and that's why we're here right now. I'm here right now, sitting here waiting for one of you to arrive and free me from this horrible, horrible stream idea. I guess I should have mentioned this. Those two rules I told you I told you at the start of the video, they're secret rules. I can't obviously tell you guys the rules when you come into my stream because, well, two things might happen. The first one is I tell you about it and then you write a comment and then I feel bad and I'm like, well, I didn't really win the challenge. I kind of told them to give me the win on the challenge. And the second one is I tell you and then you sit there and you never say anything because you want me to suffer longer. And that would just that would really just do something to me because if I was sitting here looking at you and you were looking at me and I was doing another set on set on set of push-ups while I'm already suffering, I'd think differently of my loyal, wonderful 0 viewers. But I suppose it is time for another set. I've stalled for quite a while. I talked as much as I could, but I gotta keep going. Now, I used to be really good at push-ups. They were kind of my specialty back in the day. Not because I needed to do push-ups. I was a wrestler, and when I wrestled, we used to do this challenge. How many push-ups could you get in a minute? And I mean, I was pretty good at push-ups back then. I also weighed like 30 pounds less. So I could blast out 60 push-ups to the minute. And my coach, he would log down your best scores and see who's doing the best. and I would do the best, and I was pretty proud of that. I wasn't the best wrestler though. There were so many better kids, and it really just shows you that strength and random skills is not going to help you in a real world situation. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey guys, yeah, I'm just gonna join you down here for a second. Oh my god. Hang on, I'm there. So I gotta clean this room, dude. There's so much dirt on this floor. I haven't cleaned it in so long. Or I gotta buy a Roomba. God, it's like we're on a little Snapchat live stream. Or no, not live stream. FaceTime. It's like we're on a FaceTime, guys. All me and you and everyone else in between. We're all FaceTiming each other, and I'm kicking my feet back here. And, oh wait, hang on. I'm kicking my feet back here, and I'm having a good time. You know, it's like I'm not even suffering. All right, let me get up. So, in the words of Markiplier, to explain why I'm doing this, I just wanted to see if my body could take it. You know, he said there was nothing else to it. You know, I thought this would be the worst idea. I've come to determine that there are worst ideas. I could have done an invisible chair until I got one viewer, and that one would really suck. A plank for 1 minute or a plank until I get one viewer would go crazy. I'm not saying that I would ever do that because we're 16 minutes deep. I can't hold a plank that long. Let's see, how many push-ups are we on? 125 is what I should be at, but I failed the last set, so we're somewhere at like 110 or so. And I know I should be counting when I'm doing my push-ups, but I'm trying to talk, you know, keep it interesting for when I finally actually have to edit the video of this. God, I'm so tired. I want to say that I'll do this for the whole night, but in all actuality, I think the longest I can go is an hour and a half. By then, I think I'll mentally check out and I'll just wish that I wasn't here more than I already do. Oh my gosh, 1 second. I'm so tired. At 20 minutes, sorry, you guys probably can't see where we're at because it's 17:50 right now. I'll do my next set at 20 minutes. Okay, so if what am I gonna even talk about at this point? I'm so exhausted. I got it. Let me tell you guys about my breakfast. So I'm trying to diet right now because I want to stay in shape. Like I said, I'm applying to the Fire Academy and it's a really tough program to get into. So what I'm doing right now is I eat fairly regimented food. I mean, I'm still enjoying myself. I can't stand those guys that go crazy with the meal preps, but I'll do 2 meals a day, lunch and dinner. I'll skip breakfast and I'll walk an hour every day, and what I like to do the most for my lunch right now is I've got this Greek yogurt. It's like a protein yogurt. It's got I think it's 20 grams of protein per 3/4 cups. So per 3/4 cup. So you'll take the quarter cup and you'll scoop it 3 times. And then I have mini M&Ms, which are 160 calories for 3 tablespoons, and I'll do 3 tablespoons, and then I'll do 2 scoops of vanilla protein, and I'll stir it up real nice, and that's what I've been eating recently. And before you ask, it's very chalky. 2 scoops of protein probably wouldn't be the go-to. I'd say if you're gonna replicate this, 1 scoop of protein, that's more than enough. It'll give you the extra like 15 grams of protein, and it'll treat you a lot better than if you do 2 scoops and then you suffer through eating it. And then dinner is usually just something that's higher in protein. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I don't. I don't go crazy about like the carbs or anything to it. I just try to track the calories and the protein to it. And I won't really overthink the rest of it. Hang on, I gotta do my next set. You guys are enjoying this too much. You're all sick. You're all sick monsters sitting there behind the screen, not there yet, but when you're watching me, I know when you're watching this, you're probably enjoying it. Shame on all of you. Where was I? Oh yeah. So I'll try to get something with higher protein and lower calories, but I'm not overthinking dinner as much because I'm doing a low cal lunch. So I'm saving most of the calories for that dinner. I usually am not at risk of getting anywhere near 2,000 calories for my day. No, I gotta keep going. So I'm just doing my best. I'm just doing my best, you know. I look like it's the freaking 90s with this hair, dude. Okay, so should be at 150 now, but again, I lost track after 100, so it doesn't really matter at this point. I would hire an editor to go through it, but I don't want to go through it, so why would anyone else? You know what I mean? I feel like it would be rude to them to make them have to watch this. Sorry. Yeah, I think you guys can see my little stickers up there. I got those when I think I was I want to say it was around when I moved here, so 10, around when I was 10 years old. It's DC. It was some DC like mystery boxes, and they delivered them to you monthly. And I got stickers, a Batman and Robin salt and pepper shaker, which is actually in this room. Hang on, I'll show you. Oh my god! Hang on, don't. I swear to God, if somebody walks in on my stream while I'm not on the camera, and I learn after the fact, I'm blaming you guys because you guys definitely told me you wanted to see this. Oh, it's so buried. Oh, it's so buried. On second thought. Oh my gosh. Stepping over. It is very much buried under the mess of my desk. I will have to show you guys that another time. I'm gonna join you guys on the floor again. Oh, I hope you don't mind. Hey. Where were we? I was telling you guys about my loot box. That's right. They ran out, stopped showing up at some point. I don't know if we ever actually canceled them, but I stopped getting them. So it's very sad. No more free pops. Well, I mean, I guess they weren't free, but they were cheaper technically, I guess, in the long run. And I got an Asian candy box once, dude. Those things are great. Have you ever gotten one of those? It's like it comes with all those crazy little snacks, and like 6 out of the 53 they give you are actually good, and the rest all suck. It was actually I saw Dan TDM get it, and that's what made me want it because he got it was like melon flavored cotton candy, and it was in like the green bag, and he opened it up and it was all freaking lime green. And I was like, oh my god, I need that. I wanted it so bad, so I ordered it thinking surely I would get it. You know, I mean, mystery box, mystery box, mystery who? They give them the same. They give us all the same things when you order this. They don't apparently. Apparently they actually do. Apparently those are actually mysteries because I did not get that cotton candy and I was very disappointed. And he got 2 cotton candies. Can we talk about that? He got like I think it was melon, and I think the other was cherry, or it might have been strawberry. It was red. I vaguely remember this, and I wanted at least one of them. I wanted melon more than I wanted the strawberry slash cherry because I don't know. Green was my favorite color back then, and so when it's a favorite color, you kind of just start being like, "Oh yeah, I want it. It's my favorite color. Of course, I'm gonna want it." Now in retrospect, I probably would have hated it. I don't like melon, but I mean, you can't tell a kid that, they're dumb. They just want to try it. So my father ordered it, or it might have been my mother. It was a Christmas gift, though. It showed up on Christmas. And I was like, yes. And I opened it up and I looked through it and I was like, where is it at? Where's the cotton candy? And I dug through the whole box and I didn't find a single cotton candy. They gave me like matcha flavored Kit Kats, and those were the worst things I'd ever tasted in my life. I think it's why I don't like matcha nowadays because I had it back then and I was like, "Mm." I hated it. I say this. I mean, nothing like, well, a lot against matcha, but if you like matcha, if you like it, you like it. But me, genuinely, I don't think I could be paid to eat matcha again. On the topic of matcha, though, hang on, I'm getting another set in. On the topic of matcha, though, I really like boba. I go to the same boba place every time my friend comes back in town from the military. I think it's the Marines he's in, and we go to the same boba place every time and get the same order. I get I get where's my brain? Brown sugar. No. Brown sugar latte boba every time we go. And I love it. I don't know what it is about brown sugar latte boba because I don't like lattes. I don't like coffee, period. But a brown sugar latte boba is just like, it's like scrapbooking. It's like scrapbooking. If you know, you know. If you know that reference, you know that reference. If you don't, you don't. It's okay. I keep getting have you guys watched Smallville? I haven't watched it, but it's all over my TikTok and I'm really curious if it's like actually a good show cuz I'll get flash clips and I'll be like, "The Flash, he looks like a fun show." But then you actually hear people talk about The Flash and you're like, "That sounds so awful. I don't think I could ever watch that ever." Hang on. This hair's supposed to be I just braided him the wrong way. Why are you doing this hair? You always part down the middle and suddenly you don't want to. There we go. Sorry, this camera's flipped. It makes it a little harder for me. Whatever, I'll worry about it in the morning. Hang on. 2 more minutes, and then I can say, "Oh, we're at 30 minutes," and I can act like I'm all excited when I'm really exhausted. How many push-ups are we at? 200? We're supposed to be somewhere near 200. I don't think we're actually anywhere near 200, but that's where I'm supposed to be right now. Oh, it's hot, dude. I got my fan on, but this shirt it's my cutting shirt, you know. You go to the gym in those big baggy shirts, and then you finish, and you're all sweaty, and you look more. Here, hello, can you hear me? Hello, help! I've been trapped in no man's land. Oh my god! Oh my god! We're back! We're back! Yeah, baby! Oh, it wasn't even close. Not even a situation. No struggle. All right. I have stopped watching my own stream. I was only watching it to get everything together. So technically, I still have zero people viewing. Hey, hello, lovelies. I know. You're probably wondering what happened. No, you're not, because you haven't been here. I feel like you guys continue forgetting the entire point of this. You aren't here. That's the whole point of this stream. You guys can't pretend like you were all curious what was going wrong. None of you were here. I was here alone trying to fix it on my own. You guys are some foul people. You let me sit here and you let me struggle. You let me struggle and then you show up after the struggle and you pretend you were a part of it. Shame on all of you. I had a nice break fixing stream, so we'll get into the next set. This is gonna be push-ups getting us to 275. My arms already feel like mush, but that's okay. 1, 2. Actually, we're not gonna count because I know I'm not gonna get 25 and I'm gonna feel bad about myself. So stream was down for about 15 minutes, but I fixed it and the stream's up again. Oh yeah, happy 30 minutes, guys. Woo, 30 minutes into stream. I didn't really get to talk about it because you guys weren't here when we hit 30 minutes. We lost connection at 27 minutes. Knock on wood that it doesn't happen again. So, we're still here, still waiting for one viewer. We're 40 minutes deep into this. I can give you guys a happy 40 minutes. Woo, 40 minutes! But, I got at least 20 more minutes in me before my brain tells me, hey, why did we decide to do this? And I finally quit. No, I can't quit. I'm 40 minutes deep. Jeez, it'd be cowardly to quit now. I regret doing this. We got 20 more minutes in us, though. No, we don't. We have until I get one viewer. Making a stream based around the fact that it only ends when you get one viewer, in theory, it's not exactly genius, which is what I was gonna want to say. I was gonna say I am so smart, but it's actually more so was to show you the actual difficulty of this. A lot of people say that when you're on your, I think it's 10th stream, you're in the 1% of streamers because most people quit before they get there. No, I think it's only the second stream. And, well, yeah, technically I am in the 1% for trying. I'm nowhere near it for succeeding. It doesn't matter how many times you put in that 99% and get yourself to the 1% because it doesn't matter if you're in the 1%, you're not getting the viewers. It's not as simple as throwing your head at a wall until you succeed, because no matter how much you throw your head at the wall, it depends on if people actually decide they want to watch you throw your head at that wall. And there's a couple things that people like more than anything. They like people that can play games good. They like people that can talk well. They like people like Ludwig that can give good reactions and they can watch anything, play games, and they have good connections in the community. And I don't have those. So I sit here with my trashy laptop and I put in the effort that I can put in, but that won't change how this actually works, guys. No matter what, there's only one thing you can do, and that's to continue putting yourself through that painful game of bashing your head at that wall, because eventually a community will find you and they'll say, hey, I like what this person's doing. And that'll be the community that stays. And I know I started that off a little bleak, but I want to be realistic with you guys. I want you to understand that if you try to do what I'm doing, 90% of it is bashing your head at the wall, and the other 10% of it is luck. Ludwig said it himself. He said, I made a new Twitch account, and I wanted to see if I could build up a community again. And other than getting scam bots, for the most part, it's pretty darn hard to get out there because most of the streamers are actually relying on the chat, you know? Oh, I'm out of conversation topics. You look at your chat says something funny, you weird it out loud. Then you get back to the game and it flows well. But when you're first starting, you don't get that flow. One person joins, you say, "Hey, thanks for joining." And then they get awkward and then they leave. And then you do it again and again and again and again. And the only thing you can really rely on when you're streaming is yourself to start that next stream. So continue to put in all that effort you can because eventually the community that's going to love whatever it is you're posting, whether it's you doing push-ups over and over again in a small room until you get a single viewer or something else, you're going to find the ones that want to watch what you're doing, and they're gonna rise you up until you're just about better than anyone you've ever watched before you. And then you might meet an idol, you know, that happens sometimes. Am I even LARPing Ludwig at this point? I mean, this started off as me wanting to LARP Ludwig, and then it became, well, you know, maybe I can just post a couple more things. And now I don't even know where we are. This is more like Mr. Beast than Ludwig, if we're being honest. Sorry. I had something stuck in my tooth. Sorry. I can't pronounce THs if we're being honest. I figure we could be honest with each other at this point. I mean, you're seeing me at my worst. I've been laid on the floor for 2 minutes right in front of you guys. You want to hear how I say them? Without. Without. I can, when I really push myself, like it's essentially, well, actually, if we're being honest, sometimes I'll throw a th on a word that doesn't need a th now because I'm trying to learn ths, and I can do it if I am thinking when I talk, like without, but what am I thinking? I had a word and I lost it. Sorry. But when I go really fast, I forget to do it, and I'll just throw it out the old way, and then I feel kind of embarrassed about it because it's like I want to be a streamer and I can't even speak English properly. Sorry, I keep freaking nodding off, dude. I really want to take a nap at this point, if we're being honest. It's not too late. It's 9, but I'm sleepy, man. I'm sleepy. Ow. Floor's not comfortable on the ribs. Sorry, you guys don't want to watch that. Okay, how many push-ups are we on? 275? 300? I don't know. We're doing another set. One set deeper. I don't even know if I can get freaking 10 on this set. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. No, we're gonna be lucky if we get 10 on this one. Okay, so if we're being honest, I think that I do only have an hour in me because if I go any farther, I'm gonna Sorry. I feel like Markiplier. God, I keep bringing him up. I don't watch too many YouTubers, if I'm being honest. But I was gonna mention when he did the presidential challenge and he punched the hole in the wall. And I mean, that's one of those moments that you're like, well, it really humanizes the guys you're watching. And I love that about Markiplier. I think he's a great role model. He's shown that we can do a lot of things even if we aren't put in the perfect position to do them. And also, I mean, look at his glow up. I wish I could glow up like that. My God. We're down to the last 12 minutes before I might give up, if we're being honest. It's just, I'm tired, I guess. And I know we didn't even get that deep. It was a bad day, you know? I don't know why I picked chest day to do the chest challenge. But, it was a bad idea. It was a very bad idea to do a chest challenge on chest day. But I guess that's what really made it a challenge, right? Hang on. And come on, parsing correctly here. It's not gonna happen. I need a comb. Gosh, sorry. I'm so sorry for that hiccup, dude. I get random hiccups sometimes. 10 minutes till an hour. We'll probably celebrate an hour. And then, after an hour, I don't want to break the rules, man. My brain is telling me that I should make a TikTok, right? That would rely on one person coming in. But I don't know if it's cheating. If I don't tell them the rules, but I do tell them. Hang on. We're going to make we're not going to make a TikTok, but we're going to open TikTok. All right. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. And I'm going to add at LARPwig. Or it's LudLARP, isn't it? We're LudLARP on YouTube. Hang on. At LudLARP on YouTube. There we go. Now people on TikTok can actually find me. That was all I was doing. We weren't gonna go too crazy. I don't know what to do. I really want to stay here for the challenge, but when it comes to YouTube, you could go forever without getting one viewer. It's not so much as it's like, oh, eventually you'll get one viewer. You might not. And if I'm just sitting here constantly thinking, oh, eventually I'll get that one viewer. No, I gotta stay committed. But we are gonna cheat a little. Call me Scamwig, dude. Listen here, Hendrix. Listen here right now. I need you to listen to me, Hendrix. I was on the verge of giving up, and you just won us the challenge. Don't go anywhere. Hang on. You're getting into the video. I'm getting a picture of you. What are you doing, Hendrix? Hendrix, talk to everyone. I need the world. I need the world to hear what you were doing today when you decided to come into this stream where I just was sitting here suffering for the last nearly an hour. Hang on, I'm gonna sit down with you. We're gonna have a talk. The world needs to see you. I am so sorry that I took LARPwig. I'm so sorry for taking LARPwig from you. Am I doing it well? I was about to become Scamwig too, bro. I was gonna post this on TikTok to try and get the one viewer. 1 hour was a lot for me, dude. If I'm so honest. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Listen, you sir are getting in the video and you're getting a shout out to all one viewers, to all of my one viewers. Are you excited? It's to all of my 1 viewers. I would lo if you become the sli if you become the Slime LARP, we can do a collab. We can do a collab. I would happily collab with you, Slime LARP. I was on the verge of giving up. You'll go bald. You'll go bald. Listen, you go bald, and I will die. I will bleach my hair the same way that Ludwig did. I will become Guy Fieri. Bald cap. Wow, wow. Even you can't be real with me right now. I will do it. I will bleach if you go bald, and we can LARP together. We need QT LARParella. We need it right now. Hendrix, I gotta get another photo. Hang on. This chat's all getting into the video. This is why you don't give up. This is why you don't give up. Because eventually you get a top fan like Hendrix, who you will never forget. I will never forget you. Of course, I now have to end the stream. You're here, and while I appreciate you being here, I will. I'm about to make a short right now with this. Hang on, I gotta get all your sentences. They're all getting into the video. Listen, I appreciate you. Please go eat because I'm ending stream. We're done. It was lovely meeting you, but I don't want to see you until at least tomorrow. Goodbye, Hendrix.